The judge asks me to explain why I am suing. And in about a minute, I'm able to concisely explain that Apple was putting up an unnecessary and extra contractual blockade to me getting a service appointment for my broken devices. So I was suing to replace the devices. The judge then turns to the store manager, who has arrived at court in a t-shirt and jeans. I'm in a full suit out of respect for the court, but before asking for Apple's side of the story, asks if the manager is a lawyer. The manager says he is not. The judge says that my state's laws require that only a chief executive or registered agent can represent a company in court, or they have to hire a lawyer to remove it to a higher district court. The manager responds that he understands, but that he's happy to set up a Genius Bar appointment right here, right now, at my convenience, to get the products repaired. The judge deems this reasonable. We agree on a time for me to come into my old store for service, and the case is continued for 2 weeks out on the chance that things don't work out. I attend my appointment, and the technician is able to resolve all of my issues. And in addition, a senior Apple technician contacts me by email to indicate that he's overridden the password expiration requirement on my Apple ID, and I will never have to change it again. Cool deal. But I'm still out $60 for filing this court case to actually get things moving along. I appear for the continued court date, and the same manager appears again, too. The docket is especially busy on this date, and we have a different judge who is slashing through cases, no nonsense. We're called, and I indicate that while we were able to resolve the problems with my equipment since the original trial, and am no longer seeking replacement value for my products, I should not have had to sue Apple to get this type of treatment that aligned with their contractual obligations to me as an Apple Care Plus customer, and believe that I should be awarded the $60 in court fees. The judge turns to the store manager and asks if he is a lawyer. Manager says no. Judge number 2 gives him the same spiel. Manager retorts that he still believes that the court fees shouldn't be Apple's responsibility because blah blah blah, and judge, pressed for time, turns to me and says, I assume you don't want to have to come back here again for them to get a lawyer? I say no, thinking that he's going to give me the full $60, but instead he says, okay, then you'll just split it so that we don't have to waste any more time on this. $30 to the plaintiff. According to my state's laws, a prevailing party gets all of their court costs. As such, I really disagree with the way the judge handled that, splitting it because he was in a hurry. I reach out to Apple's paralegal who had emailed me right after the original trial to confirm that Genius Bar appointment, cite the relevant law, and say that the judge was pretty clearly in the wrong, and ask Apple to just cut me a check for the full $60.